In this video, I will be talking about dynamic equilibrium. Dynamic equilibrium is a concept that is predominantly studied in the field of physics and chemistry. In this video, however, I would be focusing more on the chemical aspect of it. To understand what dynamic equilibrium means in depth, let's understand what the word equilibrium itself means in the field of chemistry. Chemical equilibrium refers to a reversible reaction wherein the forward reaction and the reverse reaction occur at the same rate. This brings us to question what a reversible and irreversible reaction would look like. Let's discuss these concepts through the help of two experiments. Experiment 1 involves the process of burning paper. Combustion of paper involves a process where the oxygen in the air reacts with the paper and it forms smoke and ash. This is an irreversible reaction because the smoke and ash cannot be turned back into paper. Experiment 2 is melting of ice. Melting of ice is a reversible reaction because it involves only change of physical state. Now that we have understood the differences between a reversible and an irreversible reaction, let's have a look at a good example. A good example for an equilibrium reaction can be found within our human bodies. There are several equilibrium reactions taking place right now as I'm standing here. One that we will be familiar with is the transportation of oxygen to our cells. Hemoglobin, a protein present in our RBCs, red blood cells, are responsible for this very reaction. Each hemoglobin molecule attaches itself to 4 other oxygen atoms, and this interaction can be presented in the form of a chemical reaction. Now that we all have enough background knowledge to understand the concept of dynamic equilibrium in chemistry, let's take a look at what Google has to say about the definition of dynamic equilibrium. According to Google, dynamic equilibrium refers to a state of balance between continuing processes. The definition is a little vague and rather indistinct, but it captures the essence of what it stands for. Dynamic equilibrium is essentially an extension to what equilibrium means. It is a state at which the reactants and the products stop changing. But note that there is movement of substance. This movement of substance occurs at an equal rate and there is no net change in terms of reactant and product ratio. An example that everyone would be familiar with is the Haber process. The Haber process is the synthesis of ammonia, a catalyst that ensures that this reaction can be set up for dynamic equilibrium. Thank you.